It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. Irving, his first effort, off the mark. To George. Fires the three. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time. Durant with the basketball up top. Down three. Here's a chance from long range, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Jarrett Allen tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Beyond the arc for three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Irving into the front court. They trail by one. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Missed his first. That one goes.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Paul George fires. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
To Irving. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. From the outside, no good. To Durant. From the painted area, won't go down. It's LA Clippers ball. George shakes free and hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
Layup goes down. Well done. Irving with the basketball. They trail by 7. Kyrie Irving. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. And the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Kevin Durant with the rock. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 8. Almost. Unlucky bounce. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Strong finish for Paul George. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Deep two there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 8. For 3. Can't connect. Karis LeVert snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And the slam.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Beverly. Short jumper off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Has a chance. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
I can see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
George. Off the iron. No good. To Irving. From long range. And the rebound taken in by George. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Fires the 3. To Leonard. Another chance. Leonard to Paul George. Has a look. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Beverly. Baseline drive. George. Brooklyn secures the rebound. To Irving. Fires the 3. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Nets have it. Irving knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Paul George to Williams. Had a chance, but it's no good. Irving drains it. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kawhi Leonard, yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Durant, Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the three. Brooklyn with the basketball. Irving to Durant. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Probing the defense. Williams to the outside. To Durant. Irving to Dinwiddie. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. To Williams. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
To George. Stuffs it down with authority.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Durant across the timeline. His guys currently down by 13. Beyond the arc for three. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Leonard.
Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 20.
Great feed, sets it up. Cashes in for two.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
That one off the mark. It's no good. Here's Leonard for two. That's rebounded by the Nets. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Count it. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Long heave from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard. Jay, when was the last time you saw something like this? He's 7 of 7 from 3.
The only time I can remember, 2011 at Rucker Park, KD dropped 66, but this is getting close.
Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. George, tough matchup against Durant. Shot from the lane won't go. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys down big. just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Paul George sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Dinwiddie. 4-3. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Irving. Goes reverse to lay it in.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Leonard. And apparently, he is human. His first miss from deep. Clippers have it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Add 2 points to the board.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Durant. Man, that was a tough shot.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Beverly. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Durant. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
And count the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Beverly, that's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Durant. Not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
George, great defense, forcing the miss.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Visit our team website for more details.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 22, Karis LeVert. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23.
Leonard. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Durant. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
George. Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
George, and drains it.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Irving to Durant for three. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. Leonard. The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Not that. And a putback slam. Patrick Beverly rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
To Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not going down here. Dinwiddie with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Durant. Smothering deep. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. That nope. Slams it home on the putback.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Deep left corner. Durant. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
They'll get it down low to Harrell. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
To Paul George. Runner here won't go. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guy's down 11. Dinwiddie gets 2.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
George, defended by Kevin Durant. From long range. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either. To Irving. You've got to get that one to go. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Kawhi Leonard. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Come on, help get me open.
Kyrie across the timeline. Trailing by 11. Durant. No good. That's great defense. To Leonard. Down low George. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Leonard shot won't go down. Prince matched up with Paul George. Short jumper stays out. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense to Irving. Draws the contact. And Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
DeAndre Jordan at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Leonard trying to hit 50, but it's no good. Dinwiddie into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Harkless. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Durant. Tough shot. Well defended. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. The Nets have the rebound. To Dinwiddie. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. To Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets